What's up, everyone? This is XV88 Mars Playground, bringing you a back-to-back video. Okay, today we just talking about basic economics, and everybody know I love the economic talk because in the society what we live in, some people do not understand the basic economics. Okay, basic economics. People want $15 an hour. Okay, good. $15 an hour. All right, but you got to look at it. If economics doesn't play a part, $15 will feel like $7. Meaning that when you still have stuff going up, when you go to the store, your clothes going up, when your bread, your food, and everything goes up, it's not gonna help. Meaning that if you're making $20, $50 an hour, and if you go ahead and shop, stuff goes up, basic economics, it's the same price. Meaning that even you make $100 an hour, if stuff still goes up, cars and everything, it's still gonna be the same price. Basically, we gotta have something that's gonna freeze up, and that's gotta be the cost of living. When the cost of living is going down and you go in wages, now you can see yourself. Meaning that in the 90s, if you was making $8, $10, $12, and whatever you bought, you still seeing a profit. Especially if you was a person doing 9 to 5, you see profit. Nowadays, everything is going up. And if you've been looking at the news, items by Christmas time is gonna go up. Toys, gas, everything. So if you have that $15 an hour, $20 an hour, it's still going down. All the other stuff is going up. So what they gonna tell you is that you got to change the way how you spending, meaning that you got to find something cheaper clothes, cheaper hat, cheaper shirt, shoes, cheaper food. All right. See, back in the days when our parents was coming around, you'd have everything that was organic, that was fresh and everything, especially in the 70s and the 60s. Okay, 60s, 70s, it was fresher, right? Now you got organic stores, right? That's selling organic. Then you got things that's labeled, beef is labeled, different things, 80%, fat, 90%, 100% pure, right? Grade A and stuff like that. So when you buying that, meaning that to stay healthy in the eyes of the United States, you have to buy something that's bad for you, right? So let's just get some ramen noodles and keep them stocked up in your house and just go ahead and live like that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I still do it sometimes. I love ramen noodles, right? But some places are expensive with ramen noodles, right? Meaning that when you go shopping, you got to make sure the price is good. So basic economics. You have your cars, different prices, right? But every car now is almost up. So that person who's going to be making that 15 is going to be still at the bottom. We got to find a way that we can push that up and freeze the prices down, right? So if you're making 78,000 a year, it still look all right, but it's not as what you was making in the 70s. So when that person was making 78,000 in the 70s and the 80s, that was some good money, right? Good money. But when you're making it now, it's like this. And if a person making like 15, 20, it's down here. Even if you make $100 an hour, it's still down here because everything is still going up. Right? So always remember this. The more of the story is teach your kids basic economics. And that way teach yourself basic economics because whatever you see in the news is BS. Straight bull poop, okay? And you know why it's straight bull poop? Because only thing what you see is politics trying to promise you some stuff, but they not freezing that stuff, and they letting it go up, up, and up. And then they want to complain about towards the corporate people, and you want to charge the corporate people more taxes because the corporate people want to make money. We can't hate on a corporate person. We got to hate on them, the politicians, because they the one got the authority to freeze that. Right? Fiscal economics, all right, 401ks, all right, taxes, What we do is basically hurting us to save. All right. The more of the story is, if you're not an individual trying to retire early, something wrong. If you still doing the same thing as your father and mother is talking about, you been somewhere for all these years, something is wrong. All right. You're gonna be that person that's gonna be out there to 70 some years old, right? Still doing it. And that's not cool. Right? So you gotta motivate yourself. You gotta start networking. You gotta stop hating. Most people who doing it, man, like swipe, they be like, hey, I'm here. They don't want to network with nobody. This is what I want to do. To me, that's not life. Life is something that you should be able to enjoy yourself and see your kids grow up. If you don't see your kids grow up, what is the purpose for, right? So we live in a country, right, that we can do it. We can change what we got to do, right? We can't be that person, individual, always focused on that other stuff, right? So we can't be brainwashed looking at a corporation. That person started his own stuff. I can't be mad at Jeff Bezos because he success. You know what I'm saying? He started in the .com age. Okay, if you're a person who hating on him, something wrong with you. You can't hate on people like that, man. You got to go ahead and figure out what you can do as a man and woman. Oh, they making billions. You can't be hating on that. You got to figure out a way. If you swiping or have your own business, you got to figure out a way what you need to do. If you had that job that keeps you like that, you need to figure out something that go find you something else. Go find you another gig. Some people say, well, I can't just jump up like that. If you can't jump up like that, the job what you have already is not paying you nothing, meaning you ain't saving nothing. Listen up to this. We're not guaranteed to get Social Security. They already state that 5 years ago. So we got to figure out a way how to go ahead and succeed in this, okay? Teach your kids. If you don't want to be a one like that, teach your kids. And if you don't teach your kids, what is the purpose, right? Can't be a slave to society forever, okay? Go out there, network, okay? Watch my other videos, all right? Some of them good, some of them probably bad. But guess what? I'm doing it. I started my own business 12 years ago. It's making a little profit, right? If it makes some, it don't make nothing. I feel good about it. My kids doing homeschooling. I see them grow up. I can do a whole lot of things. I feel good about it. Now, the purpose of this video, what makes you as an individual feel rich? Some people, I look at it, if you have your home paid for, everything is paid for at a early age, you don't even pay for nothing else, they can be rich too, right? You don't have to have nobody to beg for, right? That can be richness. Richness can be like, man, I can have something, I got something in account, my kids growing up, that can be richness. Anything can be richness, but we got to stop focusing on corporations and letting these people start brainwashing. I hate bringing politics into this, but everything is in politics, man. All right. So we got to figure out as an individual, start networking with people. Okay. So if you're making something this and basic economic stuff goes up, I don't care if you're making $100 an hour. Okay. I know people who's making a whole lot of money and they still don't see themselves. Okay. Remember this. Back in the days when people had health insurance, most of the jobs was paying for those health insurance. Now those individuals have to come out their pocket and pay for health insurance, either for yourself, your kids, your spouse, or whatever. You got to pay for that now. Back in the days, you didn't have to do that. So it's a win-win situation, right? But you got to go ahead and try to make that choice and make that change. I'm not going to make this long. This is XV88 Mars Playground. Y'all guys have a blessed day today. Peace.